So we were here doing gentle twists in our seated position here. So inhale brings your arms overhead. Exhale brings you to a twist. Inhale your arms overhead. Exhale brings you to a twist. Do it 2 more times with your breath. And exhale brings you in a twist. Last time. Exhale brings you to a twist. Inhale, arms overhead. And through prayer mudra, down to center. With your right hand, extend your right knee out. Keep your left heel in the groin here. You shouldn't feel like you're leaning one way or the other in this position. If you do, move your leg. See how that changes how you feel. So an inhale, we'll bring our arms overhead. Exhale, we'll twist over that leg and stretch over that leg, okay? So on an inhale, up overhead. Exhale, twist towards your leg, and exhale all the way over and stay here. You can inhale yourself up and extend yourself. Exhale deeper into that stretch. Your right foot should be flexed. Your leg is active. You're not dropping into this. Your spine is still strong here. Your next inhale brings you up and back to center, down. We'll switch legs here. Again, finding balance in this posture. If you're feeling like you're leaning one way or the other, try to move your legs. See how that helps you. Your foot is flexed, your leg is active. So on an inhale, your arms come overhead, and an exhale, twist toward the leg and exhale. Inhale can bring you a little deeper twist. Exhale into that stretch. Your drishti or your gaze is towards your knee. We're winding down, so this is easy. And inhale, arms up overhead, and exhale down through center. We're going to go ahead and move sideways here so you can see. And we'll move into a reclined position. So with your knees bent and a straight spine, bring your legs behind your knees. Inhale, straight spine, and exhale slowly but surely, vertebra by vertebra. Bring yourself down to the ground. Can you see me? Well, first we'll start with a reclined bound ankle pose, pardon. So here you are, knees bent. We'll bring our bottoms of our feet together, and on an exhale, open up our knees. Your shoulder blades should be tucked on your back. A slight tuck of the chin so that your spine is straight. If your shoulders are on your back, your hands should already want to just be palms up. So if you don't feel that, maybe move your shoulders onto your back a little more. This should be a little chest opener as well. Breathe here. If you have space between the floor and your knees, you can put a blanket or a block or a towel or an animal, whatever you have available to you, whatever will keep steady and provide you ease in this stretch. Big breaths here. Close your eyes if that feels good. When you're ready, on an inhale, with the help of your hands, bring your knees back to touch. Heel toe your feet wider than your hips and bring your knees to touch and lay on each other. Rest here. When you're ready, bring your feet back hip distance apart. Bring your heels to your buttocks or as close as they get. We're going into bridge pose, so if you're familiar with that and you're comfortable with that, I welcome you to go in, but otherwise you can follow me. Move the flesh away from your hips and down towards your heels so that a good portion of your back is on the ground. Your elbows are strong into the ground, and that will help push your hips up into the air when we get there. Keep your heels grounded and your shoulders back on your shoulders on your back. Keep your chin tucked. On an inhale, we'll push into our elbows and our feet into a bridge pose. Stay here, stay breathing. If you find you have a little more space, you can tuck your shoulders more under your back, clasp your hands below your hips, and moving against your palms and your feet evenly. Find more lift in your hips. Your knees should remain hip distance apart. They shouldn't be flailing out, or they shouldn't be touching. If it helps, you can put a block between your knees here to keep that space. One more breath in. And on an exhale, one by one, vertebra by vertebra, as slow as you can. And when you get to the bottom, try not to move. Big breath. Big work. Now, if you'd like to bring movement back to your body, I welcome you to do so. But stay in this position as we'll move into a reclined pigeon pose. On an inhale, bring your right ankle to your left knee. Breathe here. This can be plenty for you and if it is, I welcome you to stay here. If you have a little more space, you can move your knee away from you with your right hand. Breathe here. If you find a little more space, I welcome you to lift your figure four towards your chest. Breathe here. With your hands clasped behind your left knee, both feet are flexed and active, protecting your knee. Your right elbow is slightly pushing and creating resistance against your right knee to find space in that hip area. Breathe here. Wherever you are, this is a big stretch. Lots of actions happening in our hips on the daily. And this is a really great way to relieve some of that stress. Let's take 3 big rounds of breath here. You can close your eyes foot down to the ground. Release your right leg. And if it feels good, windshield wipe your knees back and forth. We'll take the same on the other side. So heels towards the buttocks. Shoulders slightly tucked on your back. Inhale brings your left ankle to your right knee. Again, this can be plenty here. If you have a little more space, you can find resistance with your knee, with your hand, and push a little there to find more space. If you have more space on an inhale, bring up your figure 4 towards your chest. Exhale, breathe here. And remember your breath, your prana, your life force. You always have that with you. Use it. It's one of our best tools. Breathe into any tightness here. Let's do 3 more rounds of breath wherever you are. One more round. Exhale brings your right foot down to the floor. Your left foot meets your right foot. I welcome you to windshield wiper your knees here if that feels good. When you're ready, center your spine and extend both legs out on the ground. On an inhale, bring your right leg in. Exhale, find some space here. Inhale here, and on an exhale, your left hand guides your knee across your body into a twist. Both shoulders stay on the ground. If your knee doesn't quite hit the floor, you can put something underneath it for grounding. If it feels comfortable, you can bring your right gaze over your right shoulder. Breathe here. Inhale, guides your right knee up and extend both legs again. Inhale brings your right knee into your chest. Exhale, find space here. Inhale here, and your hand guides your knee over your body. Breathe here. Both shoulders are firmly on the ground. The knee may not touch the ground if both shoulders are touching the ground. So priority is that both shoulders are on the ground. And then if the knee finds the ground, then that's just great. But it's also great if it doesn't hit the ground. And inhale, your knee comes up to center. Exhale, extend both legs. On an inhale, we'll bring both legs, knees into our chest for a big, big, big hug. Stay here. Inhale. Inhale more air. Inhale more air. And exhale. Shavasana. final resting pose. Your work is done. It's time for rest. Release control of your breath so that you can try to simply be. Release any ujjayi. Release any tension you may have in your brow. Release any tension you may have in your jaw. Move the tongue back into the back of your mouth, finding full relaxation. You've done the work. Now allow your body to reap the benefits. Shavasana allows us to restore and receive the benefits of our practice. Relax here and allow yourself to receive. Remove any chatter in your mind. Stop running through lists or things to do. Feel the benefits and all of the good feelings that you've created from your practice. Feel those feelings and allow them to drape over your body.